Marsha Gessen is a lesbian journalist and author living in the USA. Alva Smith is a former UCD academic. She is chair of the Irish Lesbian and Gay Federation and board member of Marriage Equality. Judith Stacey is Professor Emeritus of Sociology at New York University. All three are LGBT activists fighting for the legalization of same-sex marriage.
I agree. It's a no-brainer that we should have the right to marry, but I also think equally that it's a no-brainer that the institution of marriage should not exist. So that fighting for gay marriage generally involves lying about what we're going to do with marriage when we get there. You know, because we lie that the institution of marriage is not going to change, and that is a lie. The institution of marriage is going to change, and it should change. And again, I don't think it should exist.
Being reared by a father and a mother, and that definition, which is the traditional one, is being thrown out the window as a result of this referendum.
Well, the definition of marriage in the Constitution is not being changed. This is merely being added to.
The institution of marriage is going to change, and it should change.
This referendum, people will enter into different sideshows about family and children. There is no undermining of society. There is no undermining of family. There is no undermining of existing heterosexual marriage. Where is the undermining in this referendum? There is none.
The institution of marriage is going to change, and it should change.
Minister Frances Fitzgerald, in a recent speech on the marriage referendum, quote, "Enabling same-sex couples to marry reflects the solidity of the institution of marriage. We should be ready to share it with all who wish to avail of it," unquote.
The institution of marriage is going to change, and it should change.
The definition of marriage in the Constitution is not being changed.
Where is the undermining in this referendum? There is none.
Enabling same-sex couples to marry reflects the solidity of the institution of marriage.
Fighting for gay marriage generally involves lying. We lie that the institution of marriage is not going to change.
Activist Alva Smith, in an interview in 2002, quote, "I don't hold any candle at all for marriage," unquote. Today, Alva Smith is campaigning heavily for a yes vote in May. In a campaign video last week, she said, quote, "This really matters to me," unquote.
We need to ask the question, what right and business does the state have in getting in the business of regulating marriage? And I would suggest it doesn't and shouldn't. I say, why should there be marriage at all? What should limit it to two, and why should it be monogamous? Nothing, in my view, gives the state that particular interest.
Part of the message on the pro-gay marriage side is, don't worry, marriage will stay exactly the same as it is. It's just that gays and lesbians will have access to it.
No, it's never going to happen, is it?